Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, it is I, the twins, the Gemini, the Cain and Abel. No, seriously, it's Sandman Mystery Comics, better known as Jim. And that's right, finally doing my review, all 25 issues of the greatest Godzilla comic ever written and drawn. Prove me wrong, people. You need to prove me wrong. Come with facts. 25 issues, longest running, best written, best art ever. Godzilla, Rulers of the Earth. It's so good and so big and so epic, it took 2 massive volumes to get it all. All right. Done by people that really love Kaiju Ega, which, if you didn't know, is Japanese for giant monster movies. The writer, Chris Mowry. The artist, Matt Frank. And the other artist, Jeff Zarno. All right. Originally, this awesome series was going to be only 12 issues. But the series did so well, they extended it for another 13. And the whole premise is something happened that's waking up all the monsters across the world. They only come when there's some kind of destruction of the Earth-size calamity. They couldn't stop the big meteor that stopped the dinosaurs, that wiped them out, but they didn't die. And they were around there. Turns out it's a massive alien invasion. Okay? Gotta love it. And it finally comes down to Godzilla versus the mega alien Kaiju. And I'm not going to spoil it, but it's an epic series. It is the creme de la creme of Godzilla in comics. Any other Godzilla comic that comes out, I hold up to this standard. And they are wanting. You hear me, Marvel? They are wanting. Your Godzilla versus crap sucks. Because look at this. That's Godzilla. All right. This is monster action. Gigan versus Kumonga. Come on, that's some awesomeness right there. And this is just the first issue, people. Yeah, the first issue. And look, they even put Gino in there. Gino is an acronym. It stands for Godzilla in name only. The horrible iguana guy from the American-made Godzilla 1998 movie, which is not Godzilla. Even Toho refused to call him Godzilla. He's called Zilla. Incredible stuff, guys. Now, the sad thing about this series, incredibly low print run if you're looking for the floppies, very, very hard to find. The first issue had less than 12,000 printed. It was like 11,761 or something. And every issue after that had a print run that was only between 5 and 8,000. Okay, so compared to comics, where Batman gets 40, 50,000, on just one of his titles, that ain't nothing. You will not find a floppy of this for less than $20 in high grade. Okay. And the first issue and certain key issues and covers, $50 or more. In fact, the last issue that had the Jeff Zorno wraparound cover, $90 all day. $90 all day. Because they're just so hard to find. It's an incredible series, man. And of course, this team is created to track the monsters. Look at that. It's Manda. You don't know Manda? He was the giant dragon god in the 1962 movie Atragon. Okay. And Gizora from Space Amoeba, or better known here in the States as Yog the Monster from Space, where this intelligent space virus would infect animal life on our planet and turn it into kaiju. Really cool movie, 1970. Last movie that E.G. Tsuburaya did special effects on, and then he died. Look at that big G. Yeah, the big G. And that with Manda and Gizora, that's awesome stuff, I'm telling you. Yeah. Yep, Godzilla's getting ready to fight Destroya here. Destroya, right there, looks like a devil, is an amalgamated monster of some pre-Cretaceous creatures that were infected and mutated by the oxygen destroyer. It's Mothra. Gotta love Mothra, man. You got to love Mothra. She is the queen of monsters, after all. Varan, a very underrated kaiju, very cool, fighting Rodan. There he is. He only had one movie and a very brief appearance in Destroy All Monsters, but he's very cool. He finally got his own action figure too. Very nice, very nice. Sanda and Gyra, the Gargantuas. I mean, this whole book, if you loved Godzilla in any way, shape, or form, and the Toho's universe built around it, you know, Rodan, Mothra, the Gargantuas, all those sci-fi, fantasy, monster, horror movies, you will love this book. A much more affordable way to get the series is these. Now, I did own the floppies, okay, just so you guys know, and it took me 10 years to track down each and every issue. You can ask my wife. It drove her nuts. Because they're that rare, and they're that hard to find in high grade. I did sell the entire run to another G fan who's going to love them and cherish them and clean and press them and get them slabbed for posterity in so they're 9/8 forever. Hebra is toast. And I'm okay with that. I gave him a great deal on him. Jeff Zorno cover. Because I have these. I have the complete absolute rulers of the earth with all the covers, behind the scenes stuff. Here's my dog. That's my boy right there, Gorosaurus. He is the man. I'm telling you. This series is a must-have for any Godzilla fan. And even if you're not a Godzilla fan and you are a fan of just monsters or even a casual Godzilla fan, you got to read these. These are some of the best stories. And the art is phenomenal. And Chris Mowry, such a humble, nice guy. After he did this and his stint at IDW, he went to work for Toho itself. And then he left there after he got bored with that and went on to do other things. Matt Frank. Well, Matt Frank, he actually lives in Japan now. He does work for Subaraya, and he puts out comics there. This comic was so well thought of, they put out huge manga versions in Japan. That's how true this is to the actual Japanese stuff. They loved it enough, and they had Matt Frank, the artist, make all new covers for every volume. Okay. And Jeff Zarno, well, Jeff Zarno's Jeff Zarno. He's an incredible artist. He does a lot of horror books. He does a lot of horror stories. He's got t-shirts. Check him out. Zorno Must Be Destroyed. And check out Matt Frank. Okay? All these guys are great. They're on Instagram. These books are great. These volumes, you could probably find them on Amazon or eBay. And I suggest you get them. I suggest you read them. I suggest you enjoy them. You know, your mileage may vary. I'm a very biased person when it comes to Godzilla stories. And I'm not kidding. When I say every Godzilla comic that ever comes out, I hold to the standard set forth by this series. Even Godzilla in Hell. Godzilla in Hell is almost tied, and that was only a 5-issue series, with the greatness of this series. Okay? So that's it for this episode, guys. I've gone on about the awesomeness, the gorgeousness, and the gorgeosity of this series enough. I hope you liked the video. I hope it intrigues you to find the series yourself. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you think you know someone else who'd be interested in checking out my videos, link them to my channel. You know, sub it already if you haven't. But the only thing you guys really got to do, be good to yourselves and be good to others. You know, treat others as you wish to be treated yourself. On that note, God bless each and every one of you. I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day. And I will see you in the next video.